Good evening and a warm welcome to you all, especially those who have travelled long distances to be with us here at Hollywoodbets Greyville tonight. Tonight, we celebrate another outstanding and memorable champion season, which brought together the best horses, the best trainers, the best jockeys to stake their claim for championship honours. And of course, we welcomed owners, breeders and grooms from around the country to enjoy 3 months of spectacular racing at the very highest level. It was great to welcome a new sponsor of South Africa's most famous horse race. The Hollywoodbets Durban July was born, and it certainly delivered. It was great. Yes, give him a round of applause. Why not? It was great to welcome back the crowds. And indeed, it is great to once again welcome you all here tonight for the first proper celebration of champion season and the Kzn Racing Awards since 2019. So without further ado, let's get going. To assist with the presentation of the first 4 awards, please welcome on stage Gold Circle's chairperson, Belinda Scott. Right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We kick off with the champion 2-year-old filly.
Miss Coolers on the inside, Time for Walkers the outside, and Bless My Stars down the inside. Hold My Hand, Canadian Summer. They're coming from everywhere. Bless My Stars, Hold My Hand on the inside. Canadian Summer's towards the inside. Rock the Fox is running on from behind. Canadian Summer, Rock the Fox on the outside. They hit the line.
Our champion 2-year-old filly, Canadian Summer. We congratulate Preggy and Indira Samasundram, Daryl Moore, and of course he's accompanied this evening by his fiancée Carla. We congratulate the breeders Oldland Stud, and we congratulate her rider Jason Gates, who's here with us tonight. So please welcome on stage Preggy Samasundram, and will Daryl Moore come forward as well? It's your moment of glory. It's one for the underdogs. As you can see, we've got a floating trophy. We've got the champion 2-year-old filly trophy, and courtesy of Annika and Anita Akel, as has become tradition at our Kzn Racing Awards, a wonderful presentation for the owner to take home and hang on the wall. There we go. Champion 2-year-old filly, Canadian Summer by Oratorio, bred by the Oldland Stud. Thank you guys, and congratulations, many, many congratulations. Well done. There we go. Lovely to see Preggy Samasundram, Daryl Moore and Jason Gates winning their first ever, all 3 of them winning their first ever Grade 1 race. Give them another round of applause. We're here to joy. We're here to share in the joy, ladies and gentlemen. We move on now to the champion 2-year-old colt, Gelding.
Pressure. Kzn Casey on the outside. Ocean Time coming inside the 300. Kzn Casey's running on at Grinkov. Former gear down the inside. Prophet's trying to fight on that. Kzn Casey picks it up, and Kzn Casey hit the front on the outside. Royal Victory, but it's Kzn Casey for the win. Royal Victory, then came Prophet. Bright Green was taking off with Laguna Verde in photo.
Ravi Naidu, Glenn and Kathy Kotson and Q, and of course we congratulate the Rio stud, and we congratulate Grant van Niekerk, who's yet to taste defeat on this marvellous son of Vercingetorix. Please welcome Glenn Kotson and Ravi Naidu. Ravi's travelled halfway around the world to be with us here this evening, and it's a great honour to have you here, sir. The winning team, the most exciting, now 3-year-old in the country. Kzn Casey, bred at the Rio stud by Vercingetorix. Raced by Mr. Ravi Naidu, trained by Glenn Kotson. Congratulations all round. Well done, guys. Well done. Congratulations, and we really do appreciate you travelling halfway around the world. You can take it with you if you want, Glenn, or we can keep it for you. We'll deliver it to you afterwards because we realise space might be a bit tight. We just want that photo opportunity. Glenn's going after the ladies. Kathy, what's up here? What's up here? That's the dressing room, China. You can't just go in there. Right, we move on to the champion 3-year-old filly. Here we go.
Goals. Silver Darling now starts to descend, coming to the 300-meter marker. Here's Silver Darling hitting the front. Sprinkles. Light of the Moon on the inside is running on late on. Silver Darling, though, has a length to spare. And it's Silver Darling with the wow factor today. Light of the Moon probably second in a photo with Sprinkles. Perfect Witness looking for minor spots as they go down to the line. But Silver Darling set sail for home.
We congratulate Gaynor Rupert of Drakenstein Stud, who not only races Silver Darling, but of course bred her at the Drakenstein Stud. We congratulate Justin Snaith, represented here this evening by Megan Trott. We congratulate Grant van Niekerk, another excellent Grade 1 winner. And we also, of course, congratulate and welcome to our shores Kevin Somerville, the racing manager for Drakenstein Stud. Please welcome Kevin Somerville. Give him a nice round of applause. He's made the effort. He's up from Cape Town. Wonderful to have you here with us, Kevin. You can take it to the table. We'll bring the rest of your trophies along a little bit later on. And a magnificent presentation from Annika and Anita Ekel. Once again, congratulations to Gaynor, to Drakenstein Stud, to the Justin Snaith racing team. Megan Trott, of course, representative of that racing team here in KwaZulu-Natal. And we congratulate and thank Kevin Somerville for being with us here this evening. We move now on to the champion 3-year-old colt gelding.
Waterbury Lane's running on. Hastamanyana's on the inside. William Robertson's trying to get into it. Hastamanyana, but Waterbury Lane. The stars are looking to favour him now. And he rushes away. You can clear the runway. Waterbury Lane cruises in, oozes class. Hastamanyana, never-ending rain. And in behind these runners staying on for the minor position that looks like 55.
Congratulate the late Michael Rattray and, of course, Norma Rattray. We congratulate Maritzfontein and Volkerbosdrift for having bred the son of Soft Falling Rain, who was Grade 1 placed and winner of the Grade 3 Biley Turkey. And we congratulate Dean Cannemeyer, represented here tonight by Nicolette and David Roscoe. We welcome, a special word of welcome, to Norma's appointed representative to collect the award on her behalf, Graham Evans and Nicolette Roscoe, to the stage, please. Nicolette Roscoe, of course, assistant trainer to Dean Cannemeyer, and Graham Evans from the Rattray family. Lovely to have Graham with us here this evening, as it is to have Nicolette and David with us. And once again, we also obviously congratulate Keegan DeMello, but more about that magician a bit later on this evening. There we go. Give them another round of applause. Waterbury Lane, the champion 3-year-old colt gelding for the 2022 Kzn Racing Awards. Thank you, Belinda. Give Belinda Scott a nice round of applause. I'd now like to call on our Deputy Chairperson, Mr. Sada Naidu, to assist with the following 4 awards before we go into our dinner break. Nice warm welcome for Sada Naidu. Okay, so here we go. We move into award number 5, and it is for our champion sprinter.
Chief, Big Burn on the inside. Captain's Ransom, Gallic Princess, William Robertson, and then Master Archie as they come to the 200. Big Burn, William Robertson, Captain's Ransom's going to have to pick up. Big Burn, and on the outside, William Robertson, and yes, Captain's Ransom. Captain's Ransom between the two. Captain's Ransom, she got up. What a funny William Robertson and Big Burn. Wow, didn't it change dramatically in the last 50 meters?
Time she gets. What a champion. A winner of 12 races from 15 starts, including 6 Grade 1s. She won 2 Grade 1s during the season under review. She won the SA Filly Sprint, and we saw that dramatic victory in the Mercury Sprint. Please put your hands together and a warm KwaZulu-Natal welcome for Suzette and Barsi Viljoen They've made the effort. They're here with us tonight. And Barcy, no excuses. You've got to make them. You've got to do the walk. Jy kom nie alleen nie, Suzette nie. Jy kom nie alleen nie. Die Barcy kom saam. We congratulate Benny van der Merwe at Mouton's Hook. We congratulate her regular pirate, Richard Faree. We congratulate Justin Snaith. What a training feat. Represented here this evening, as said by Megan Trott. It's lovely to have Megan with us as well. Pick a nice big round of applause for Megan Trott, who looks after the Justin Snaith racing team here during the season. What a filly. There we go. Well done, guys. Congratulations. Let's have another big round of applause for great investors in our game, great supporters of our game. Barcy and Suzette Viljoen. Megan, well done. Congratulations and thanks for being here tonight. Moving on to award number 6, the champion middle distance filly mare.
Under your spell in the middle. She's a keeper's a big runner on the inside. Kayleen. As far as Captain's Ransoms go, she's won 4 lengths to make up. And She's a Keeper's gone clear. Captain's Ransom is running on late, but She's a Keeper's got it all safe and sound. Second spot's very tight. Silver Darling or Marina in behind these going to the pose. And Captain's Ransom staying on to look to get some minor money.
Champion middle distance filly mare, the Grade 1 winning She's a Keeper, winner of the Brentford Football Club Garden Province Stakes. I'm proudly wearing the Brentford tie tonight. Did you notice, guys? Did you notice I got the Brentford tie on? I'm not sure that my CEO, who's a great Manchester United fan, is all that enamored with the fact that I'm wearing a Brentford tie tonight. But thank goodness Manchester United have managed to put 4 wins back to back and put the memory or the nightmare of having been beaten by Brentford 4-0 firmly behind them. Back to She's a Keeper, owned and bred by the Missing You Syndicate, Rob Knapper. Rob Knapper couldn't be with us, nor could Jonathan, but I tell you who is with us, is her trainer, Gareth Van Sale and Kirsten Van Sale. Would you both please come up? We think about Warren Kennedy at this time. What a training feat. Winner of the East Coast Cup over 2,000 metres, winner of the Brentford Garden Province Stakes over 1,600 metres, a winner of 8 races from 16 starts. She only began very, very late. Am I right, she was an early 4-year-old? Early 4-year-old, that's when she started racing. Early 4-year-old. She's had 16 starts for 8 wins and is now a Grade 1 winner. Well done to Gareth and Kirsten Van Sale. Congratulations to the Missing You Syndicate who have it bred and raced this daughter. Beautiful mare. She's a Keeper. And of course Warren Kennedy, who has ridden her to 6 of her 8 victories. Well done, Gareth. Well done, Kirsten. I did have a chat with Rob Knapper earlier today and he's absolutely delighted. The champion middle distance horse. Here we go. MK's Pride running on. Cormetti Dings running an absolute cracker on the outside.
Jet Dark and Cometi Ding. Linebacker staying on. On the inside, Jet Dark. Cometi Ding the outside. Who's it going to be? Cometi Ding and Jet Dark. Nothing in it. Jet Dark with the winning formula from Cometi Ding. Asterix, and then came a linebacker. Jet Dark running out of his skin today.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a horse. Winner for the second year in a row of the Hong Kong Jockey Club Champions Cup. He won 2 Lorman's Queen's Plate out of our season, of course, consecutively, and now he's added back-to-back victories in the Hong Kong Jockey Club Champions Cup. But not only did he do that during our season, he was, of course, a very close third in the Hollywoodbets Gold Challenge, and what a run in the Hollywoodbets Durban July, carrying top weight, coming from near the back of the field, to beat all but Sparkling Water. Wonderful run under top weight into second, a most deserving winner. We have apologies from Tommy Crow and Nick Johnson. He, of course, is bred at the Drakenstein stud. He's beautifully bred. He's a magnificent specimen. Trained, of course, by Justin Snaith, who had an incredible KwaZulu-Natal season. Champion season. Group 1 winner after Group 1 winner for the Justin Snaith racing team. I once again call on Kevin Somerville, representing Drakenstein Stud, the breeders, but also representing Tommy Crow and Nick Johnson, the owners of Jet Dark, to come forward and receive the award together with Megan Trott representing the Justin Snaith team. Please put your hands together once again for Kevin Somerville and Megan Trott. Award number 8, the final award before we break for dinner, the Champion Stayer. Here we go with a horse that won the Track and Ball Derby over 2,400 metres at Hollywoodbets Scottsville.
Sylvanus Time is running on down the inside. Decorated, Spring Fling, Senso Unico. Sylvanus Time on the inside. Anybody's race, Spring Fling, Salvatore Mundi, Decorated, then Senso Unico. Spring Fling just the leader, Decorated, Salvatore Mundi. It gets mighty close, Decorated won it. Second, Salvatore Mundi, the third place, Spring Fling and Chewbacca.
Here's the horse, as Sheldon Peters would say, with the movie star looks. He's a handsome individual. He's decorated, who was bred by John Slade. He's raced by Dudley and Jean Cherry, and it's fantastic to have Dudley and Jean with us here this evening. And, of course, his trainer, Frank Robinson. So with the whole decorated team, join us on stage. Congratulations also to Muzi Yeni, who rode decorated to that thrilling victory in the track and ball derby over 2,400 meters at Hollywoodbets Scottsville. It's a great pleasure to have Frank Robinson with us, and of course Dudley and Jean Cherry. Well done, Frank. We don't always see Dudley and Jean at the races, but it's fantastic to have Dudley Cherry and Jean Cherry with Frank Robinson to collect the award as the champion stayer, champion season, Racing Awards KZN 2022. And I'm sure there's a lot more to come from Decorated as we head into the new season. Congratulations to the Decorated team. Well done. There we go. Well done. And we'll deliver your frames. The frames we're going to keep, these have been beautifully produced by Annika and Anita Akel, but we realize that you might have a few space constraints at your table, so we'll deliver those to you before the night is out to all of the deserving recipients. They are wonderful mementos to go and hang up on your wall. Apart from the trophies, they just remind you of what this is all about. This is about tremendous racing, winning at the highest level, and we all aspire to own the kind of horses that we've seen rewarded here tonight. The Canadian Summers, the Cousin Caseys, the Silver Darlings, the Waterbury Lanes, the Captain's Ransoms, the Caesar Keepers, the Jet Dark, and the Decorated. That is the kind of caliber of horse that we all aspire to own. And congratulations again to all of their respective owners, trainers, riders, and breeders. It's dinner time, ladies and gentlemen. The mains will be served buffet style. You have a choice of slow-cooked lamb shank in red wine sauce, grilled yellowtail with herb butter, or if you're a vegetarian, you have the eggplant lasagna with parmesan cheese option. So enjoy your dinner. We hope to be back and ready to start again before 9 o'clock, so you've got plenty of time. Don't all try and rush at once, but the buffet does work from both ends. It works from both ends. Enjoy your dinner. I'm sure you're going to be well satisfied with what Chef Anthony Massey has prepared for us tonight. See you later.
Breath and count to 10. Feel the earth move, and then my heart burst again. I've drowned and dreamt this moment, so overdue. Swept away, I'm stolen. Let the sky fall. When it crumbles, we will stand tall and face it all together. Let the sky fall. When it crumbles, we will stand tall and face it all. go, I go. What you see, I see. I know I would never be me without the security of your loving arms, keeping me from harm. Put your hand in my hand and we'll stay out. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall and face it all together. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall and face it all together as sky falls. Let the sky fall. We will stand tall as sky Thank you so much. I hope everybody's having a beautiful evening tonight. So that was Skyfall, obviously from James Bond. But the next song we're going to do for you is a little bit more traditional, and I hope you enjoy it. When all the world is a hopeless tumble and the rain clouds jumble all around, heaven opens a magic lane. When all the clouds darken up the skyway, there's a rainbow highway to be found, leading from your window pane, just a step beyond the rain, and a step beyond the rain. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream, they really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops, way above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over last song we're going to sing for you is an oldie, but a goodie. So I hope you enjoy it. That's life. That's what people say. You're riding high in April and you're shot down in May. But I know I'm gonna change there too when I'm back on top in June. That's life. Funny as it may seem, some people get their kicks stepping on a dream, but I just can't let them get me down. Oh no, 'cause this bigger world keeps spinning around. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a queen. I've been up and down and over and out, all the drama I've seen. Each time I find myself flat on my face, I pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life. Oh, I can't deny it. I thought of quitting, but my friends just wouldn't buy it. But if I thought it wasn't worth a try, oh no, I'd just jump right up off on that big bird and then I'd fly. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a queen. I've been up and down and over and out, all the drama I've seen. Each time I find myself flat on my face, I pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life. Oh, I can't deny it. I thought of quitting, but my friends just wouldn't buy it. So sister, mother, Broadway star, oh wife, I just thank God for the present. Ooh, that's life. That's life. That's life. That's life. Thank you, and we'll see you later.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to round 2 of the KZN Racing Awards for 2022. Trust you're all well fed, you're nice and relaxed, and ready for the second half of the evening. We kick off with award number 9, but before we do that, I'd like to call up the Academy Headmaster, Mr. Marius Nell, and the new Academy Chairman, Mr. Neil Butcher, to present the award. Please welcome Neil Butcher and Marius Nell. Jy moet 'n bietjie vinniger beweeg, Marius. There we go, another round of applause for Marius Nell and Neil Butcher. What a revelation, what a sensation, what a breath of fresh air. She's given the boys something to think about. Ladies and gentlemen, the KZN Champion Apprentice for the season ended July 2022. gentlemen, not only the National Apprentice Champion, but the champion of KwaZulu-Natal. Please welcome Rachel Venniker. What a moment, what a year it has been for Rachel, and the way she started off the new season. Watch out again, boys. Watch out again, boys. Before I ask Rachel to say a few words, let's satisfy the statistically minded. KwaZulu-Natal only, 485 rides, 12.5% win strike rate, 61 victories. 174 placings, total stakes earnings in KwaZulu-Natal alone, 4,882,125 rand. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you our champion apprentice, and what a sensation, what a great boost for the industry. Please welcome Rachel Venniker.
What an honor and what a privilege to be here on this beautiful night. There are so many thank yous to be said. The Academy, it's incredible to have my new headmaster, Mr. Null, here. I know Mr. Bailey would also have loved this. I said to him at the beginning of last year that I'd do this for him, and I've brought it home, and I'm proud to have Mr. Null here to hand it over. Mr. Butcher, both my riding masters are here. All the help from the Academy it's brought me to this spot now, and I'm so grateful I've been able to do it. It's amazing to have my mom here representing my family, who've been behind me, backing me the whole way. The grooms representing, who look after these beautiful animals, who've enabled us to stand here. Every single one of my owners, trainers that I've ridden for. I am truly blessed, and I'm so proud to have been able to do this for everyone. Special thanks must, of course, go to Mr. Roberts, Mr. Johnson. They've stood behind me the whole way, and every single person who supported me in this journey. It's incredible. Thank you.
Another big round of applause for Rachel Venniker. Now she's carrying top weight. Our thanks to Marius Snell, the headmaster of the Academy, and Neil Butcher, the chairman of the Academy board. I'd now like to call on Gold Circle's chairman of the racing committee to assist us with the next four presentations. Please welcome on stage Mr. Mahesh Chetty. Okay, award number 10 of 17 tonight, so we're well and truly on our way. The KZN champion jockey. Now, it's interesting because without looking at the stats, I tested a few guys who think they know something about this game, about who the KZN champion jockey was. And to a man, everybody said, well, it has to be Warren Kennedy, surely. I mean, he's so far clear in the national championships and won the national championships. Who else can it be? How wrong could they be? Introducing our KZN champion jockey for the season ended 31 July 2022. champion jockey in KwaZulu-Natal for the 2021-2022 season by a country mile, I must add, Kzn Racing. Let's give him a big round of applause. Now Kzn apologized because obviously there was a big race meeting today in Durbanville. It was the launch of Hollywoodbets Durbanville. It's so fantastic that Devon Heifer, who was down there, got here in time to see the latter half of the awards. So Devon, thank you for making the effort to get from Durbanville all the way to Greyville, both under the banner of Hollywoodbets. But what a day. Kzn had a party of his own. He rode the first 4 winners and then rode his 5th winner in the 6th race. So Kzn Racing, our KZN champion jockey, had 5 winners at the first race meeting ever to be held at Durbanville Racecourse under the banner of Hollywoodbets. Let's give him a round of applause. Now to receive his award on his behalf, please welcome Nicolette Roscoe. Thank you very much for agreeing to receive the award on behalf of Kzn Racing. Let's give her a big round of applause. Of course, representing also the Dean Cantermeyer stable. Okay, so while we're taking the photographs, Kzn found the time after concluding his riding engagements at Durbanville this afternoon to send me a WhatsApp message. Good evening, everyone. Sorry I cannot be there this evening to receive this award. Thank you to the owners and trainers for their support this past season. Special mention to Dean Cantermeyer Racing, to Kaya Stables, and now to my sponsors, Winning Form. Thank you again, and I really hope you've all had a wonderful evening. Kind regards and best wishes from Kzn Racing. Thank you, Nicolette. We move on to our next award. And now we honor the KZN champion trainer. To Gareth Van Sale, 60 winners from 381 runners. We judge the KZN champion trainer on the number of wins over the season from the 1st of August to 31st of July. His runners in KZN amassed 5,085,625 rand. He finished 12 clear of his nearest opposition. Well done to Gareth, well done to Kirsten, and of course, well done to the Siren Dam of winning trainers, Gareth and Shannon Van Sale, who are here this evening. Congratulations to you guys as well.
Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you, Graham, and to Gold Circle. This evening is a fitting reflection on the season that we've had. It's been a wonderful season wherein partners have joined hands and provided a platform for us to all enjoy the sport that we love. I couldn't have imagined this journey of mine in training racehorses coming to this point so quickly. And what started off with little more than 2 bob in my pocket, good mentors, and a strong prayer has ended up in me meeting some of the most wonderful friends and clients and being involved with some of the most rewarding and delightful thoroughbreds. It's been a wonderful journey, and to all those who have been a part of it, I'm most thankful. And ultimately, I acknowledge a prayer which has been answered, and the help of great mentors and my family and those great clients. Thank you very much.
Now, before you pick up that trophy, Mayesh, just hold that trophy for a moment longer. I need to show everybody his socks. I just noticed them as I was standing behind him. Show us those Hollywood socks. Come on, show us the Hollywood socks. There we go. That's why he is champion trainer. Well done, Gareth. Okay, so we move on now to our next category when we honor the champion KZN breeder, the breeder throughout the country who amassed the most stakes based only on the results achieved in KwaZulu-Natal. So here we go with the KZN champion breeder.
Pomp and Power, Sparkling Water's on the inside, Do It Again and Sparkling Water, these are the two. Pomp and Power's in a heap of trouble, and Sparkling Water making history here. Sparkling Water, Jet Dark's taking off, but Sparkling Water makes her statement. Jet Dark second, safe passage, Do It Again, Committee Ding.
Acknowledge and congratulate Wilgeborgsdrift and Maritzfontein studs, leading breeders in KwaZulu-Natal for the season ended 31st of July 2022. Their runners amassed 8.405 million rand in KwaZulu-Natal alone, comfortably clear of the runner-up in this province. They have tendered their apologies. They unfortunately, Mary, Jess, Steve, none of them could attend tonight, but they have asked that representatives of the equine group accept the award on their behalf, and so it gives me great pleasure to call on Joe Flanagan, Steve Mills and Kathy Ferguson from the equine group to come forward and receive the award as champion breeders of KwaZulu-Natal on behalf of Wilgeborgsdrift and Maritzfontein studs. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. From the equine group, Joe Flanagan, Steve Mills and Kathy Ferguson, appointed by Wilgeborgsdrift and Maritzfontein to receive the award on their behalf. I did ask if any of the three was going to say a few words on behalf of our champion breeders, and all I got was a trifecta of no's. KZN champion owner. What can we say? 60 winners, 61 winners in KwaZulu-Natal alone. 101 winners throughout the season. I'm so proud, I'm so pleased to introduce our KZN champion owners for the season ended 31 July 2022.
300 meters to go, Imperial Ruby. Blackthorn, Keegan Danilo now says, let's go. Imperial Ruby by 3 parts, Rex Union. Blackthorn is warming up on the outside, and here's Blackthorn now coming home stoutly. Blackthorn with a captivating performance, high octane. Rex Union, Imperial Ruby.
KZN, the Hollywood Syndicate, had 61 winners from 411 runners. Stakes amounting to 5,132,000 rand. Nationally, they got their 100th winner after a sweaty week on the 30th of July and their 101st winner on the 31st of July. Ladies and gentlemen, more fitting winners of champion owners we cannot think of in this part of the world. This is Hollywood country. They are our champion owners for the season ended 31 July 2022, the Hollywood Syndicate. I was expecting all 30 people that are present here tonight to get up, but it looks like only Anthony's going to do that. The Syndicate nominee and former champion jockey of South Africa, Anthony Delpesh, and of course, the brand ambassador for Hollywoodbets and the brand executive, the communications executive, Devon Heffer, all the way from Durbanville, getting on the 5 o'clock flight this afternoon. Now comes the part that Anthony really loves.
I think I've got to get my glasses out. Got to give it all. I'm not used to this part of it. I'm used to be the champion jockey. So I've done it so many years for KZN, and this is where I always belong. But this time, thank you very much to Hollywoodbets. Thank you very much for this awards. We really appreciate it, and fantastic season for our team. This is such a great achievement, and there's so many people to thank. Firstly, we've got to thank our trainers. Without them, we could never achieve this award. And to the grooms, you the guys in the background that does all the hard work. Thank you very much to you guys. We really appreciate it. And to the jockeys, with all your dedication and your hard work, and me always pushing you to thrive and to get better, and you can never underestimate me because I know what you're doing wrong out there. So thank you to all the jockeys. And to our Hollywood team, you guys makes a big difference. And firstly, I'd like to thank Guy Farrell. He works very he works very close to me and a big help to me. And Guy Farrell, funny enough, was when I became the South African champion jockey. I broke the South African record. He was my agent, and today he's working with us at Hollywoodbets. Guy, thank you very much for your hard work. James, Rich, thank you very much for always filling out when I'm away, going to the race course and being there for the Hollywoodbets team. Thank you very much. Caroline, thank you very much for always organizing all my flights and all my appointments and always looking after me as I always forget everything. Thank you very much. Ian, Doc, and Tyson, thank you very much. For whenever I come to the office, you guys always there, appreciate me and pushing me and always wanting me to thrive, to be better. But there is times where you're saying to me, Anthony, you got to shine up, boy. The Hollywood team expects a little bit better and you got to have more winners. And Devon, you have got more passion in racing than anybody I've ever seen. You're always wanting to learn. Now, one thing I will always never forget is the first time I was invited to Summerfeld, when Devon every Thursday has a team that comes there, and Devon wants, it's either a Hollywood team or one of our ambassadors, the Sharks or the Dolphins, that comes up that knows absolutely nothing about racing, but Devon is there to always wanting to teach them about the game. One day I was there with Devon for the first time when I joined the Hollywood team. I stood up and Devon asked me to talk about what is it that these guys come to racing, explain to them about the life of racing and the life of a jockey and what it takes to be a professional jockey. And funny enough, after speaking to them, 3 weeks later I came back and Devon was outside with, I think it was the Sharks team, and I thought it was me talking. The dedication and the person he is to take everything into note. Devon, you are an attribute for this game. You're always pushing for the person that knows absolutely nothing about racing to learn about the game. And I remember the first time he came to the sales, not too long ago, it was about 2 weeks ago. Devon came to the sales and wanted to learn about the horses. He grabbed his catalogue and he wanted to learn about the conformation of a horse and the pedigree of a horse, and asked me and the team that we work with, what are we looking for? Some of us got no idea what we are looking for, but we try to explain to him what we are looking for. But Devon, at the end of the day, it's you want to learn about every part of the animal, and you are an asset to racing. And I'm grateful to have met you. And lastly, without Owen Heifer, this would never be happening. Owen, you had the faith in me and the trusting in me at a time where I was in the most darkest place in my life, when I couldn't ride again. You have given me a new lease of life. You've pushed me to be a better person and better at what I'm doing. You have got the trust in me to go to the sales, purchasing your horses. Without you, I don't think this could ever happen. And I thank you very much. And I remember one thing when I walked into the Hollywood team. They say to me, Hollywood, we are family. And without you, family, this could never be happening. Thank you to all of you.
Well done to Hollywood Syndicate. Well done to Anthony Delpesh. Well done to Devon Heifer and the rest of the team. We now move on. So here's the program for the rest of the formalities. We've got 2 special awards to make in a moment or two. Then we're going to invite Sam Landers back on stage to do a final number, one number, before we announce the champion horse of the season and the grooms of the horse of the season. But first up, we've got 2 special awards. And it gives me great pleasure to call on a doyen of KwaZulu-Natal racing, a fixture on the racetracks for the last, well, I think this year was her 51st Hollywoodbets Durban July. She's been on the racetracks for I don't know how many years. Anita Akel, please give a warm round of applause to Anita Akel. Do you need help? She's better than most of those national hunt horses in the UK. Dinosaurs. Give her a round of applause. Okay, so this has also been a long time tradition. For those of you attending the KZN Racing Awards for the first time, and as I said earlier this evening, we haven't had a proper awards function since 2019, but for so many years, Anita Akel has used this platform to make her own special award. And she does the same at the KZN Breeders' Awards. So she always makes annually 2 awards, and she's done it for decades, at the Racing Awards and at the Breeders' Awards. And she alone decides who the recipient each year will be of the Anita Akel Special Award. And there have been many, many salubrious and celebrity winners over the years. I don't think this year there's any surprises. Ladies and gentlemen, the Anita Akel Special Award at the 2022 KZN Racing Awards function. Leslie Heifer, we heard Anthony just a few moments ago dedicating a few words to Owen and Leslie and stating, if I recall correctly, to quote him, none of this would have been possible without the passion of Owen and the support of Leslie. Unfortunately, they were not able to be here this evening, but it gives me great pleasure to call on Devon Heifer to receive the award on behalf of Owen and Leslie Heifer. Anita just wants to say a few words.
I just want to say, this is actually an award that I've known the heifers for probably 40, 50 years. And I remember the days when they were starting with just little flyers. And I mean, to see what they've achieved, it's just been amazing. And just to see what a low-profile man he is, how he's always in the shadows, and yet he's doing so much for racing, I think it's been amazing. But there's one other little thing I want to say. I want to thank my daughter for being there for me all the time. Without her, things wouldn't have been possible, and all these pictures wouldn't have been possible. And one thing, I just want to talk about the other photographers. You know, it's not only us. Annika and I here representing mainly the owners and trainers and everything. But there are other people as well, like Candice and John Lewis and all of them. They also deserve to get an applause because they also work just as hard. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Enjoy the evening. Thank you.
And Devon Effer would also like to say a few words on behalf of Dad and Mom.
Thank you very much, Graham. Yeah, thank you for talking about my itinerary today and my traveling around South Africa. But yeah, it was a special moment to be in Cape Town today for the unveiling of Hollywoodbets Durbanville. It was really special, and again, one of those things that you said about racing and what Owen and Leslie have done for the sport has been amazing. I think probably the best thing that sums it up all is the fact when you had the slide up there was only one picture of them. Two. Because someone told me the other day, they sent me an email and said, please could you send me a picture of Owen? And I said, why? It says, because there's nothing on Google. So, and it's one of those things. You know, he sent me as the lighty out to do all the talking, but you know, if I look back at when Winning Form was formed and started, I was but just a thought. I arrived next year, the following year. But it again, you know, to see what we've achieved since being welcomed into the racing fraternity, and I have to thank Gold Circle for that, because it's always been a big passion of ours. It's been a big passion for Owen. You know, with the advent of sports betting and the way Hollywoodbets has grown, could have easily gone the other way, focused on football or numbers or casino or anything, but racing has always been a big part of his passion, a big part of his life. And, you know, we love the sport. I thank Anthony very much for his kind words. I'm trying to teach as many people about this game, but it was Owen who taught me everything I know. And it's just been a very proud moment for me to always stand up and represent the family, to represent my brothers, Jason, Tyson, and my sister Shelley, and my grandmother Eleanor, and my late grandfather Albert. But for Owen and Les, you know, the way they started this business, you know, with 4 rand in their pockets, and what they've turned it into is quite amazing. So, you know, we use them as an example to our team, you know, in that, you know, hard work can get you places, and passion is everything that you need. So just amazing. I really didn't expect this award. I got told as I walked through the door by Graham, and to have Anita Akel, who, as Graham said, is a doyen of the racing fraternity. I remember Anita having a picture of me with blue and pink highlights in my hair as a 10-year-old at the race course. And it started there, where, you know, she was always sharing pictures of us, and the passion's always been there. And I've known Anita since I've been born, and it's really special to be able for you to nominate us for this award. And big thank you to the Akel family and everything that you've done for us. And just a big thank you again to the whole horse racing fraternity. It's just the start. I keep trying to reiterate that we're always trying to be better next time, and we're always trying to improve, and hopefully we can make a bigger impact on the game. But just a big well done to Owen and Leslie, and they really deserve this award. Thank you.
Well done again to Owen and Leslie, and once again, thank you so much to Anita Akel. A number of years ago, probably about 5, 6 or 7 years ago, we introduced at these awards the Roy Epstein Floating Trophy to acknowledge the KZN racing personality of each year. We all, of course, fondly remember Roy Epstein as the first chairperson, the first chairman of Gold Circle. It gives me great pleasure to announce this year's KZN Racing Personality of the Year. And I think, again, it's amazing how much this person has grown into the character of his job and what an impact he's made on the racecourses around KwaZulu-Natal, but certainly also around the rest of the country whenever he goes there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's with great pleasure that I introduce the KZN Racing Personality of the Year. I'm joined on the stage by the Chief Executive Officer of Gold Circle, Michelle Nairac, to present this award to Anthony in recognition of how he's grown to become comfortable behind the microphone, to accepting the responsibilities of carrying a massive brand forward, retaining his involvement with the industry and enjoying every minute, and to see him smiling these days and laughing and enjoying the limelight. This is what makes him our personality of the year. Anthony says he's speechless. And Michelle said his last one was too long, so he can't risk another one. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a man who truly does a transition from being a champion jockey to the task that he fulfills every week on our race courses, to choosing the winners, to leading, to making his presence felt at the sales ground, to making his presence felt on the race courses of KwaZulu-Natal, to seeing the joy in his face, leading in winners, doing post-race interviews, and yes, sometimes criticizing a ride of a jockey. That's all part and parcel of the job. Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Delpesh, well supported by Candice. Thank you to Michelle Nairac. Right, we're getting very close to the climax of the evening, the end of the formalities when we announce the champion horse of the season and subsequent to that, of course, the groom of the season. But for the final time tonight, with our last song, please welcome on stage the very talented Samantha Landers, all the way from Hillcrest, and the unforgettable trio to back her up.
Thank you so much, Graham. We have one more song to perform for you this evening, and we chose it specially with Graham in mind, mostly because it's from the movie The Greatest Showman, and I think that after tonight, you'll all agree that he's a pretty good one. So can we please put our hands together for Graham Hawkins? Sorry, we're just waiting for the keyboard to switch itself back on, and then we can start our track. Thank you. just try that again? I'm trying to hold my breath, let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. You set off a dream in me, getting louder now. Can you hear it echoing? Take my hand, will you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you, all the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, for me. Never enough, never enough, never enough for me, for me, for me. All the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, for me. Never enough, never enough, never enough for me, for me, for me. Thank you so much, everyone. Please put your hands together for the unforgettable trio, and we hope that you enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.
Let's hear it one more time for Samantha Landers and Anthony Downing earlier on, and of course our band, the Unforgettable Trio. So we're in the final stretch. We've turned for home. We come to champion horse of the KwaZulu-Natal racing season for 2022. Now, as has been the case already with awards evenings and awards ceremonies that have preceded tonight's event, including, of course, the national championship events and awards, the Equus Awards, there were two stars that stood out. There were two names that dominated the headlines. And of course, there are no prizes for guessing who those two names are. So as they swung for home, with about 200 to go, It was Captain's Ransom and Jet Dark, these two going head and head in the title for Horse of the Season. It's Jet Dark on the inside and Captain's Ransom on the outside. There's nothing to choose. As we get to the line, here it comes.
Come to the 200 Big Burn. William Robertson, Captain's Ransom's going to have to pick up. Big Burn, and on the outside, William Robertson. And here's Captain's Ransom. Captain's Ransom between the two. Captain's Ransom, she got out wide.
Jet Dark and Committee Ding. Linebacker staying on. On the inside, Jet Dark. Committee Ding the outside. Who's it going to be? Committee Ding and Jet Dark. Nothing in it. Jet Dark with the winning formula from Committee Ding. Asterix, and then came a linebacker, Jet Dark.
Could not split them. Captain's Ransom and Jet Dark, joint horses of the season for the 2022 champion season, held from May through to the end of July here in KwaZulu-Natal. I'm joined on stage by our Chief Executive Officer, Michelle Narak, and our Chairperson, Belinda Scott, to hand over the awards to the connections of Jet Dark and Captain's Ransom. Now, as we mentioned earlier, Tommy Crow and Nick Johnson unfortunately couldn't be here this evening, so Kevin Somerville, as racing manager for Drakenstein Stud, the breeders of Jet Dark, will do the honours, as will Suzette and Barsi Viljoen. We invite you to come up on stage and to share the glory of these two Justin Snaith inmates, two high-quality horses with completely different attributes. Captain's Ransom, winner of 2 Grade 1 races, the SA Filly Sprint and the Mercury Sprint. Jet Dark, winner, of course, of the Hong Kong Jockey Club Champions Cup, second under top weight in the Hollywoodbets Durban July, and third in the Hollywoodbets Gold Challenge. Aptitudes different, qualities the same, horses to remember, always. Please welcome the winning connections onto our stage. Of course, we had to double up on everything. So Anita and Annika came up with 2 presentations of the Jet Dark and Captain's Ransom joint award. And of course, we had to double up on the trophies. But it was impossible to separate them in terms of their quality and the contribution that these 2 wonderful athletes made to champion season here in KwaZulu-Natal 2022. Give them another big round of applause. There we go. Congratulations to our joint winners of the Horse of the Season. Captain's Ransom, raced by Suzette and Barsi Viljoen, trained by Justin Snaith. And of course, Jet Dark, owned by Tommy Crow and Nick Johnson, and also trained by Justin Snaith. What a feather in the cap for Justin Snaith to train both of our joint winners of the champion horse of the season. Now, as I mentioned, axiomatic to horse of the season each and every year at these awards, we also recognize the groom of the horse of the season. Well, as we now know, it's not just one groom, it's 2 grooms. But before we get to that, it gives me great pleasure to call on Ernest Jalabani, the chairman of the Groom's Association, to come and receive these awards on behalf of our two grooms who are not here with us this evening. So please welcome Ernest Jalabani on stage, Chairman of the KwaZulu-Natal Grooms Association. So here we go. Our grooms of the season, both obviously employed by the Kzn Racing team. One, the groom of Captain's Ransom, the other, the groom of Jet Dark, and unbelievably, they are brothers, Isaac Mwalazi and Rasta Mwalazi. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. In their absence, let's have a big round of applause for Isaac Mwalazi, the groom of Captain's Ransom, and his brother, Rasta Mwalazi, the groom of Jet Dark. Brothers in arms, brothers are receiving awards. Their privilege and their honor to groom every single day horses of the quality of Captain's Ransom and Jet Dark. And we thank Ernest Jalabani, the chairman of the Grooms Association, for receiving the awards on their behalf. We will, of course, make sure that these presentations and these awards find their way down to Cape Town, find their way down to Isaac and Rasta. And once again, thanks to our Chief Executive Officer, Michelle Nayrak. Give them another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Ernest would just like to say a few words before we close out.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor to me to be here to receive this award on behalf of the grooms coming from other province to win here in KZN. I would like to say thank you very much to Hollywood and Gold Circle. They are looking after the grooms, and the grooms are coming from other province during the season. They really enjoy to win here. We get be angry when they beat us, but now the season is finished. I like to say congratulations to them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ernest. You're obviously very close to Rasta Mwalazi. Right, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations again to Captain's Ransom and to Jet Dark, joint award winners of Horse of the Season. Also to Suzette and Barcy Viljoen, to Tommy Crow and to Nick Johnson, as well as Justin Snaith, of course, and again to Isaac and Rasta Mwalazi. Before bringing the formalities this evening to a conclusion, I would like to thank the following, and I'd ask you to indulge me as I thank the following for their contribution to making tonight's function a success, and in no particular order. The Gold Circle TV department, headed by Sherwin Singh and Matthew Andre. What a show they've put on here this evening in terms of the AV production. Two people very close to my heart that I've worked for over the last, or worked with over the last 15 years or whatever it is, Precious Mbata and Zane Adams from Gold Circle's marketing department. Precious and Zane, absolute stars. To Candice Lenferner for a fabulous photography which formed part of the AV presentation here this evening. Candice, well done on your Equus Award, and thanks again for always being there when we call on your support. To Anita and Annika Akel for the wonderful presentations to our award winners. To Chef Anthony Massey, I trust you enjoyed your dinner and that it met with your expectation. What a star he is. And to Alan Gray's hospitality division. And finally, to David Gouldy, Mark Edmonstone, and Brandon Bunyan, and their respective teams for transforming this venue so magnificently. Dessert in the form of chocolate brownie and ice cream will now be served at your table, while the Veranda Panda duo will continue to entertain us. Good night, God bless. Thanks for being here, and please travel home safely.